Hi, I'm Rappler Entertainment Editor Marguerite De Leon, and welcome to the Rappler recap of the 2023 Binibining Pilipinas Coronation Night, which happened just last night at the Araneta City Coliseum. And with me today are my fellow Rapplers, entertainment reporter Isa Abad. Saan si Isa?
Hi. Hi.
Hi. Hello, and multimedia reporter Jairo Boliedo, and of course, he is our resident pageant expert as well. He is a multi hyphenate dito sa Rappler. So thank you both, Isa and Jairo, for being here with us for the recap. Sige, um, so the three of us were also at the recap for the Miss Universe pageant, yung Miss Universe Philippines pageant. So I'm sure we have a lot of like comparisons to be making. But first off, let us congratulate our winners from last night. So Binibining Pilipinas International 2023 is Palawan's Angelica Lopez. And for Binibining Pilipinas Globe 2023 is Bataan's Ana Valencia Lacrini, who also happened to have won the Best in Swimsuit award the night before. Sige, so I think the pinaka-glaring na takeaway ko from last night is the difference in production value and pacing of last night's show compared to Miss Universe Philippines. Like, I'm very sorry that we have to make comparisons, but that it is what it is. That's what's there. Sige, ikaw, Jairo, like, ano yung mga napansin mong big differences?
Yeah, oo. Ito yung isa sa mga pinaka-best production so far ng Binibining Pilipinas. Kasi dati, going back, hindi din naman like super celebrated before ng Binibining Pilipinas in terms of production. Kasi parang lagi silang kino-compare sa ASAP, parang mukhang ASAP daw, yung parang afternoon party ng ABS, yung production. Pero this time, nag-evolve yung production nila. Ang ganda ng stage. Sobrang na-appreciate ko yung LED, yung pa-LED style nila, sobrang bago siya. Ngayon lang siya yata ginamit or ginawa ng Binibining Pilipinas. Pero yung pinaka-catchy for me, ang ganda-ganda ng production ng swimsuit round, yung may pa-spotlight muna sila for each of the girls, and then nararampa sila yung mga tinatawag na candidates isa-isa in front of the girls. Ang ganda-ganda ng lighting, sobrang liwanag, maayos na maayos siya. Kitang-kita mo yung nabibigyan ng justice yung gowns ng mga girls, yung rampa nila. Pero yung, from what I've heard din kasi, bago yata yung production house na tinap for the Binibining Pilipinas 2023. So, in general, mas maganda yung production niya sa Miss Universe Philippines. Talagang from the opening number, di ba? Ang ganda-ganda ng opening number. Ang ganda nung parang lilac na violet na purple na opening dresses ng girls. Ang ganda lahat.
Yeah, like I really have to commend the people who were behind the scenes. Kasi, yeah, when I saw that stage was the best stage, that backdrop with the LED, that was everything. Yeah, ang ganda-ganda ng quality. As in talagang it was so classy. Like I've seen lesser produced Miss Universes and Miss Internationals. Alam mo yun, parang ang ganda-ganda ng stage talaga this time. And I have to commend Darren Espanto, the singer who opened the show. Kasi like he had so much energy as opposed to, for example, I'm sorry, Jessica Sanchez, pero mukhang parang ginising lang siya tapos pinakanta or something that time. I don't know. I want to make the assumption that it has a lot to do with everything being on time. Kasi they're like, yeah, ang ganda-ganda ng pacing, like everything was on time. May insider info ako na from Ray Santos. Hi Ray. From Araneta City na talagang yung balak talaga nila, the show had to end at 11. Yung live show, which it did. So, as in, really kudos to the whole team for that. Ikaw, Isa, ano yung mga takeaways mo din?
Yeah, I mean, ang sama na parang magkakaroon ng comparisons. But kasi the pageants were like 2 weeks apart. So, and then fresh pa rin. Even when we were monitoring the live show sa YouTube ng Binibining Pilipinas, most of the comments were basically comparisons ng dalawang pageants. So, for the production value mismo ng Binibining Pilipinas, And the overall show, it was nice, it was fast paced, it was organized. 'Di ba like the intro, all the queens had their moment. Parang they were shouting their names, their hometowns, tapos the LED sa background, and all the queens, the 2022 queens, dun sa opening number pa lang, also had their moment. Kasi 'di ba, they were on stage with Miss Jasmine Selberg from Germany. Tapos ayun, ang ganda lang na parang yung opening number pa lang, um, ang ganda ng mix ng moments for the queens and then si Darren Espanto. Tapos even with the whole other segments, like sobrang bilis niya and sobrang alam mong parang ang organized kasi na parang after ng swimsuit, alam mo na agad na after ng opening semifinalist round na, tapos swimsuit segment, evening gown segment, and then question and answer segment. So, wala siyang confusing parts. Ayun, I think ang ganda rin ng performers for this year. Although, ang lungkot lang na during the live telecast, hindi napakita yung performances ng alamat. So, I think that was what some of the viewers were looking for. So, di ko rin sure kung bakit hindi siya nakasama sa live telecast. Sayang lang. I mean, yun yung medyo nanghinayang ako for last.
Baka time constraints din kasi 'di ba parang delayed telecast talaga si live stream. Nag-start talaga siya sa Araneta earlier. And then ang
Parang 8 PM,
simultaneous, oo. Baka nagka-problema sa stream, sayang nga.
sayang.
So,
Kasi
naabangan ko
parang
rin sila.
nakita ko rin na may question and answer portion dapat sila with Miss Jasmine. So parang yung mga andun sa Araneta, they have photos of the moments with like Miss Jasmine with the hosts. Pero hindi natin siya napanood. Kasi nga, I mean, not everyone was familiar na delayed telecast siya. So parang nung we were live tweeting yung results, some netizens na parang nagsasabi, saan nanggagaling yung results nyo? Na parang bakit may top 11 na agad, hindi pa nga siya na-announce, hindi pa nga natin siya napapanood sa live telecast. So ayan, yung iba din nagulat na medyo mabilis yung announcement. Kasi 'di ba sa live telecast, ay sa telecast, parang after the segment na parang nag-walk na yung queens, tapos quick commercial break lang, tapos may announcement na. Pero that wasn't how it happened sa Araneta. 'Di ba? Based from what our friends na andun mismo sa Araneta. So parang, ayun, hinabol talaga nila yung announcement para magsabay, I think.
Oo. Saka, sorry, dagdag ko lang. Saka isa rin kasi yan sa elements ng Binibining Pilipinas that makes it credible and prestigious. Yung deliberations nila, matagal talaga. Saka hindi talaga, wala, alam mo yun, hindi mo maka-question results kasi talagang the judges and the panel of yung BPCI board plus the judges talaga, they deliberate well and for hours, di ba? So talagang mapipili talaga yung dapat mapili.
Speaking of
judges,
yes. Go ahead.
Hindi, kasi yun yung note ni Margie. Like, as compared na parang this batch is, compared sa other local pageants, parang mas okay ata yung judges for Binibining Pilipinas ngayon.
Oo, parang in terms of caliber or also the good mix of people, like they're also very much more accessible. So this year in particular, yung mga standout judges sa akin si Heidelin Diaz, si Dolly De Leon, si Papa Piolo, si Jasmine Selberg din nandoon, and si Josh Collin of SB19. Parang for one, the judges were parang they were stars talaga, like legit stars. Tapos parang, alam mo yun, parang kikiligin ka talaga kung tanungin ka ng question from any one of them. There were admittedly some politicians and more industry types there. Hindi man talaga mawawala yun. And of course, like when when Marcos' son came out, ang daming nagalit sa social media. But yeah, I mean, comparatively, like compared to MUPH na there was a partyless person who made a speech pa, diba, dun sa MUPH.
So, in the middle of the program.
Correct. So, ayun. So, just the general vibe of the judges just seems slightly more progressive and fresh. And speaking of progressive and fresh, maganda din yung hosts.
Yeah.
I really love the hosts. Although they've hosted before, diba, last year.
That's the third time na ata nila to si Nicole at Kitriona, pero it's the first time for MJ to join. So that was also one of the things that I liked. Kasi they're beauty queens as well. Na parang throughout the whole hosting period, may mga times talaga na, I mean, the usual, si Queen Cat yan. So kukuda at kukuda talaga yan. Pero sobrang, alam mo na parang it comes from their experience. Like, I
Mm-mm.
remember there was this time na during the question and answer segment na parang si Queen Cat, she came into the defense of the candidates saying na parang it's hard to think now the given time frame. So, ang saya lang rin ng banter nila kasi parang they could relate to the actual candidates. So, parang mas may rapport. Or yeah, mas may, ewan ko, parang the overall, mas kaya nilang i-handle yung
Mm-mm.
whole hosting ng mismong program.
Saka
Oo,
parang ano, no, parang big sister energy lang sila.
Mm.
Alam mo yun, parang
correct.
supporting younger sister.
Yeah, like,
Tsaka,
go, go.
ang ganda rin ng damit.
True,
Lagi
oo.
sila rin.
Yung
Totoo yun.
isang naging viral na sinabi ni Catriona is, you are never denied, only redirected. As in,
Directed,
talagang
yeah.
everyone was like, oh my God! Everyone on
Yeah.
social media was like, okay, quotable
Mm-mm.
quote. So, ayun, maganda, like, very positive talaga yung vibe nila. And I guess, I said this to my team last night, it really hits different when it's women who are hosting the pageant as opposed to, I'm sorry again, MUPH, pero ayun, parang MUPH was like Zian Lim and Alden
Alden.
Richards. And I mean, there's this, I mean, pop psychology na, pero like, there is that weird feeling na pag ang lalaki yung nag-host, diba? Parang it feels a little bit more sleazy than if it were women who were judging, sorry, hosting. So, sige. Let's get now into the top 11. So, admittedly, Gyro, wala akong masyadong alam, honestly, sa mga top 11. Like, strangely enough, kahit na ang ganda-ganda ng production ng Binibining Pilipinas, I honestly wasn't excited for any of the manoks for this year, as opposed to MUPH na kahit na ang gulo-gulo ng production, at least like there were big names that I knew na I was honestly rooting for. So what are your thoughts on the top 11?
Yeah, factor din kasi yung crowns at stake kasi
Yeah,
Miss
yeah.
Globe na lang siya. Saka Miss International. So kasi ito yung, especially Miss International, the top crown. Ito kasi yung very templated yung mga pinapadala, very templated yung mga nananalo. Hindi katulad ng Miss Universe, na medyo diverse yung mga nananalo. So parang certain beauty queens lang yung may interest na manalo ng Miss International Philippines as compared to Miss Universe na parang anyone can win, yung any type of beauty can win. Hindi naman hindi naman discriminatory si Miss International. It's just that nakakita tayo ng trend sa mga kinakrown nila in the last years, which is yung Snow White beauty, rounded face, mukhang manika, ganyan. So, yun yung parang trend nila. Saka, si Binibining Pilipinas, kasi hindi siya ganun kaingay, yung pre-pageant niya. Hindi katulad ng Miss Universe Philippines. Hindi katulad dati ng sobrang ingay. Pero ang maganda sa Binibini, pagdating ng meet ng coronation night, biglang ang ganda-ganda lahat. So, my thoughts naman on top 11, combination sa action, ang dami actually na dark horses. Like, nag-surprise even yung pageant fans. Kasi, ang expected talaga na makakapasok. Well, si Atasha Rain, si Cavite, tapos si Bataan, of course, si Ana Valencia, saka si Trisha Martinez ng Laguna. Si Angelica Lopez, si eventual winner, expected naman siya makapasok pero parang hindi siya masyadong fan favorite na makakuha ng crown kasi repeater na siya, galing siya ng Miss Universe Philippines. So parang nagulat ako sa kayong mga pageant fans din na ang daming na-surprise kasi ang daming nalaglag. So yung mga pageant fans, may tinatawag kaming El Tocuyo, yung mga clapper, yung mga akala ng mga tao mananalo or makakapasok. Tapos biglang clapper pala. So, alto kuya yung tawag sa kanila. So, kasama dun si Camarines Sur, si Rima, Adacoda, nandun din si, pangalan nito, siya. Saka si Mirjan Hipolito ng Bataan. So, yun. Medyo surprise yung karamihan dun sa top 11. Saka, ito yata yung, in the recent memory, ito yung pinaka-konti, yung finalist. Kasi usually, ang ginagawa nila, top 25, tapos top 10 or top 15. Tapos last year, top 12, top 13, saka last year. So, ngayon biglang top 10, tapos 11 yung fan vote. So, medyo konti. Actually, maganda rin siya kasi mas mabilis yung production. Tapos, mas nagkakaroon ng shine, ng kinang yung mga finalist talaga.
Yeah, I mean, for me then, agree ako with what Jaira said in terms of the wala masyadong ingay yung pre-pageant challenges ng Binibining Pilipinas. Kasi compare mo sa, I'm sorry, I'm comparing it again to Miss Universe Philippines. Pero ang dami nilang online, I mean, they had 3 online challenges, tapos they had, parang ina-announce nila yung top 5 for the online challenges. So parang based on that, medyo makakabuo ka ng mga kung sino ba yung front runners for the competition. But Binibining Pilipinas didn't have that for this edition. So, although they do have posts naman ng mga photos ng kung ano nangyayari, it was just hard to keep track kung sino ba dito yung mga crowd favorites who are performing well. And comparing sa between set of candidates between the two pageants, yung Binibining Pilipinas kasi parang hindi siya, ayun, parang more of fresh faces yung mga sumali for this year. Tapos, yung iba, I mean, parang nag-join na for a different pageant like last year, pero hindi masyadong familiar pa rin yung mga beauty queens na yun. As compared to with like Miss Universe Philippines 2023, di ba? Like, ang daming veterans and big names, pageant veterans talaga. So, ayun, even when the whole show was starting, medyo mahirap rin to say, personally, kung sino ba talaga yung mananalo and kung sino yung mag-lead. Kaya ayun, parang even when they were announcing the top 11 or top 10, top 11, parang ano lang kami, okay, kung sino lang yung i-announce nyo. It was only until their like performances sa swimsuits, sa evening gown, and then sa question and answer na parang nagkaroon ng, uy, may favorites na, yung parang magkaroon ng bets kung sino ba yung mananalo for the crowns.
Mm-mm. To be fair, dati pa rin naman, mahirap talagang i-ano si Binibining Pilipinas. Kasi wala talaga siya masyadong pre-pageant. Ang pinaka-pre-pageant activity niya na swimsuit presentation, national costume, sa yung road to the crown, yung parang sample Q&A nila. Tapos nag-air yun usually a week or 2 weeks before the coronation night. So parang doon ka pala makakita ng fan favorite. Alam mo, si Catriona parang ibang level si Catriona. Catriona nag-file pa lang ng candidate ng application, siya na agad yung panalo. Pero yeah, siya katulad ng Miss Universe Philippines nga na maraming challenges prior. Very Miss World kasi yung ganong title na in-adopt ng Miss Universe Philippines. Pero for the longest time, hindi nga sila masyadong ma-challenge. Technical difficulty lang yata si Margie.
Yeah, I think for me then, one of my favorite parts is like the moments of the 2022 queens. Kasi parang that's what we pointed out dun sa Miss Universe Philippines 23 na parang ang tagal natin hinintay si Celeste na lumabas. Na parang mas nagka-moment pa si Arbumi. Pero at least dito may mixture na parang, 'di ba, all 20, ay hindi all, parang 3 of the 2022 queens yung nag-final walk. So that was interesting.
Mm-mm. So let's get now
That's
into let's get now into the Q&As. Yeah, honestly kinabahan ako ng slight when I found out that all 11 of them were answering questions kasi parang oh my god, ang dami nito. Pero in fairness, like even during that segment, they really like made sure it was like choppy and alam mo yun, parang very very fast. So, let's focus first on yung sagot ng mga winners. So, Valencia Lacrini, she had a very interesting question. Yung in what ways is a beauty pageant candidate aiming for a crown similar to a politician running for an electoral post? That came from Mayor Honey Lacuna. So, yung sagot niya is a little pasikot-sikot as usual. Pero kahit papaano, parang naitawid naman niya na she knows that that being part of a pageant is a platform for advocacy, which is basically what a politician also does. So kudos to her for that. And then for
Yung,
si Angelica Lopez, yun yung medyo I was disappointed in her answer. So her
Yeah.
hello, am I okay?
Ayan,
Yeah.
better. Yes.
Ayun, okay.
Okay.
So let's go into Jasmine Siabog today. What do you call this? Angelica Lopez's Palawan answer naman. So the question that was given to her was, what makes you a binibini who walks the talk and is beyond mere self-promotion? Tapos yung sagot niya is like, parang, I am a woman who has strength and courage and tenacity and I face the obstacles of my life. And it's been said like a bazillion times.
Mm.
Um, but I want to point out like everyone's I think parang across the board everyone's favorite answer was from contestant 33 si Katrina Ann Johnson of Davao del Sur.
Yes. I love
Yeah,
her
so her
answer.
'di ba parang her question was what are you most unapologetic for when it comes to your personal values? I think it was it Papa P who asked. So ano,
Yes.
yeah, so thank you Papa P. Hehe. So yung sagot niya is yung she's unapologetic for being authentic, for being honest, and then she said something about it's okay if you don't fit the societal norm. Alam mo yun, parang what she said was so non-bullshitty as in she was able to like really parang say a coherent thought in 30 seconds. And it was so rare for me to to witness that. So talagang I really had to give her props for that. So kayo, ano yung mga takeaways niyo from the Q&As?
Sige, ako muna.
Um,
Sige, sige, isa muna.
ikaw muna, ikaw muna.
Okay. Well, hindi ako masyadong masaya, personally. Parang, hindi ako masyadong, like, na-amaze in general sa Q&A. May mga magagaling na sumagot, like si Katrina Johnson, si Atasha Rain, Cavite, ang ganda
Yeah.
ng sagot niya, very coherent, concise, and clean cut. Pero in general, parang hindi siya like bardagulan ng Q&A. Parang hindi siya like the Catriona levels, Binibining Pilipinas 2018 levels, na ang daming quotable quotes. Yun, parang hindi lang siya ganun ka parang strong, the batch in general, in terms of Q&A. Maybe siguro 10 lang sila, I don't know. Or maybe it's the question. But yeah, definitely I loved the answers ng dalawang runners-up, si Katrina Johnson saka si Atasha Rain. I think sila yung pinakamaganda yung sagot, saka pinakasumagot ng question. Like, straight to the point na sagot nila yung tanong. Si Ana Clara Crini, nasagot niya yung question. Okay naman. Kasi Angelica Lopez, I mean, I love her, but I don't know, parang na-rehearsed, alam mo yun? Parang nasagot na lang yung tanong na yun somewhere sa practice ng
Mm-mm.
Q&A. So parang okay, maganda to, pwede to, parang okay, relatively usable itong phrase na to, so gagamitin ko. May mga ganun kasing style minsan yung mga beauty queens, so parang kukunin ko na lang yung mga nasagot ko. So medyo tunog-rehearsed siya. Yun lang.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Ikaw, Lisa.
I agree then with Gyro, and most of the netizens' comments then are basically rooting for the two runner-ups after the question and answer portion. I feel like their answers were personalized. For me, yung kay Atasha, kay Rain, kasi I saw her from PBB and I was like a
Mm-mm.
previous employee ng ABS-CBN. So it was very nice for her to like, kasi she mentioned it before, she mentioned it sa mismong answer niya na she's part of ABS-CBN and she was able to relate it properly to the she was able to include it in her answer and relate it to the question properly. I feel like, tsaka sobrang feeling ko medyo different din kasi yung um, difficulty ng bawat questions, 'di ba? So parang ang hirap rin masyadong ang hirap parang i-compare sila from one another kasi parang yung iba doon may I remember yung tanong about like yung sa choose your advocacy choose you.
Oo,
Parang,
yeah, si Marcos
oo, di
yun.
ba? Parang, kung
Oo.
ako yung bibigyan ko lang, paano ko ito sasagutin ko?
Oo.
Di ba? So,
Parang,
parang,
oo.
malas mo na yun yung nakuha mo. I'm sorry.
Parang it's giving yung ano, when is it okay not to be okay? And when it's okay to be not okay. Parang,
Yeah.
what?
So,
Um,
ayun. Compare it kasi at least with the Miss Universe Philippines na parang may same question sila at the end. So, parang medyo na parang
level the
na
playing field.
yun. So, walang ganon for Binibining Pilipinas. So, yun, ang hirap lang.
I think parang one of the greatest ironies of beauty pageants trying so hard to take on advocacies is dahil doon, parang masyadong obsessed na tuloy yung mga pageant queens to make sure na sasabihin ko yung advocacy ko no matter what.
Oo.
As in, kahit na hindi tungkol dito yung question, as in, isisingit ko yan kasi I am a human being with human rights and alam mo yun, parang there was that weird, what do you call this, parang irony na parang instead of just relaxing and just speaking your truth or alam mo yun, how you feel, parang there is this like determination to be as woke as possible, which might, parang is slightly hurting the Q&A segment, I believe. Yun.
Tapos
So,
nakakalimutan kasi
ay,
nila na, component lang ng pagiging beauty queen yung advocacy. Para it's not the
Yeah.
center of your queendom. Alam mo yun? Parang okay, magaling kang beauty queen, pero like hindi naman nakasalalay lang sa advocacy yun. Kasi after all, it's a beauty pageant.
Yeah, correct. Ayun. So, finally, let us go to the winners. So, when I checked social media when the winners were announced, a lot of people were honestly disappointed with Palawan winning. Or actually, not naman a lot of people, but I think it was kind of 50-50. Kasi 'di ba, like I've learned from you, Gyro, over the years na na ang Miss International is for the yun nga maputi, pabebe, sweet girl type of kasi yun yung type ng mga Hapon. And in this case, Palawan is very morena, very like more of a palaban type of
Sultry.
sultry. Yeah, exactly. That kind of So, how do you feel about the choice of parang somebody who is against the grain when it comes to Miss International?
Mm. Actually, nagulat ako. Kasi parang ang daming theory na medyo in denial ako. Kasi akala ko on track of winning either si Bataan saka si Laguna. So parang the moment na in-announce si Bataan na siya yung Globe, sabi ko, okay, Laguna na to. Kasi she fits the mold, the MI mold, mukhang Barbie, well-spoken, okay naman, ganda yung boses, panagsasalita, ganda yung katawan, matangkad, maputi, mukhang Barbie, artistahin, sweet girl. So nagulat ako parang Palawan, parang I mean, hindi ko nga siya in-expect at all. I mean, if I'm being honest, hindi ko siya in-expect at all na makakapasok sa top 4. I mean, sa winners. I mean, expect ko siya magpa-perform siya very well kasi nagustuhan ko siya sa Miss Universe Philippines. So, nagulat ako na siya yung choice. So, naisip ko parang, okay, baka strategy siya ng Binibining Pilipinas kasi for the last 8 years, ang pinapadala natin yung tinatawag nating MI mold. Kaya nga nag-tweet ako na parang breaking the Miss International Philippines mold. Kasi ito yung first time in 8 years na magpapadala ulit tayo ng morena. Kasi hindi nga siya masyadong bet ng Hapon. I mean, kasi the Miss International competition compared to other competitions abroad, sila, lahat ng judges nila, Hapon. So parang yung beauty norms ng Japanese, medyo inaano natin yun, pinapasok natin doon. Tapos nakita din naman natin yung sa recent winners. So hindi naman surprising na si Palawan yung pinadala, pero hindi naman siya first time na nangyari. The last time it happened was during Pia Works Back time, 2015, when we when the Binibining Pilipinas crowned Janice Lubina, which is a really, really fan favorite. Si Janice Lubina, best in swimsuit, best in long gown. Medyo nag-stumble lang ng konti sa Q&A, pero overall, sobrang strong niya. Very, very, pang Miss Universe beauty siya. Pero nagulat yung lahat nung dinala siya sa Miss International, where she placed decent naman. Nasa top 15 naman siya. And, yun nga, although meron namang mga chances, may mga time, laging nananalo nga yung beauty, parang Barbie. May mga time naman nananalo din yung mga black. I think 2006 Venezuela, black beauty siya. 2014 Miss Puerto Rico, black beauty din. Pero hindi talaga siya masyadong ganon, leaning towards sa black beauties. And fun fact, sa Miss International, wala pa ever na nanalo na from African countries. Like yung black talaga na black American or black African nationality. So ganun kasi si Miss International, ganun yung fit na hinahanap niya. On the other side naman, to get to my other point, meron mga theory yung mga pageant fans na baka quote-unquote alay daw si Angelica Lopez. Kasi, di ba parang delayed kasi ng 1 year yung Miss International. So si Angelica lalaban pa siya ng 2024. 2023 lalaban si Nicole Borromeo. So parang merong theory yung mga fans na mukha kasing mananalo si Nicole Borromeo this year. So huwag tayo magpadala ng malakas or MI mold next year para hindi magsawa yung mga Hapon. Or baka kasi mananalo si Nicole kaya huwag tayo magpadala next year ng malakas kasi daw hindi kasi uso yung back-to-back sa Miss International. So baka masayang lang daw. Yung mga ganong theories yung mga fans. Pero I believe, baka siguro most viable theory is baka nga tinatry lang natin magbago ng mold. Parang iba naman, parang new flavor naman.
Yeah, parang ang sad naman yung theory na ano lang, na pang
placeholder lang siya.
Oo, it happens kasi as in from 2013, 2014 na lang, up until I believe 2017, as in yung candidate from the country na nanalo sila prior, laging clapper, kahit gano'n sila kalakas. So sa atin, nung nanalo si Bea Rose, 2013, the following year, si Mary Ann Guidotti, hindi siya nanalo. Hindi siya nakapasok sa top 15. Same with Kylie Versosa and her predecessor, Mariel De Leon. So naka-break lang nung stereotype na yun si Indonesia, 2017, 2018. Pero 2019, si Thailand hindi na ulit nakapasok this year. So may ganun talagang curse daw. The MI curse.
Oh my God, it's so complicated, this whole, the mechanisms of figuring out who to win, diba? Parang, how about Miss Globe? How about si, what's her name? Lacrini. I actually thought she would be Miss International kasi she has that Barbie doll kind of face. So, what are our chances, you think, sa Globe?
I mean, big chance kasi si Globe kasi Miss Globe loves Filipinas. Diba? Meron na tayong 2 winners. Si Ann Coles 2015 and then 2021 si Maureen Montaigne. So they love Filipinas. And maganda yung ang ganda ng tindig ni Ann Lacrini. Pwede siyang Miss Globe. Kasi yung Miss Globe wala naman siyang like required na beauty. More on rampa-rampa siya, more on beauty pageant. Parang typical pageant siya. So parang anyone has a chance. Wala siyang mold na nire-require. Mas ambassador yung hinahanap din nila, parang ganyan. Pero mas sa beauty sila, I think, yung sa nila. Although minsan may mga years sa questionable yung pinakrown nila. Pero yung mga Filipina na nanalo doon, ang common denominator, talagang facially gorgeous. And pasok naman doon si Ann Lacrini. Saka nasa magandang camp naman siya. Sa Aces and Queens siya. So talagang si Aces and Queens, na panalo naman nila si Ann Coles nung 2015. So they know how to navigate Miss Globe pageant.
Okay. How about you, Isa? Do you have any other thoughts about the winners?
Ayun na, si Gyro na yung lahat. I think, what we monitored lang sa social media was like, yung response ng netizens na konti lang yung crowns for this edition. So they were hoping sana at least by next year na madagdagan ng crowns. Kasi diba, parang last year they had 4 titles to give. Tapos before that, umaabot siya like 5 to 6 titles sa other early edition. So sayang lang, ang parang alungkot na medyo 2 titles lang yung natira sa kanila for this year.
Saka ito yung in recent memory, yung pinakakunti yung crown. Kasi parang traditionally, si Binibining Pilipinas, 1960s, 70s, 80s, parang 3 to 4 crowns. So lagi niyang hawak sa International Universe, may Maha, Tourism, tapos 1990s, nakuha natin yung World hanggang 2000s. Tapos, nung nawala yung Miss World, sa Binibining Pilipinas, nakuha natin Intercontinental, yung Grand International Globe. So, ang daming crowns. Pero may mga pageant fans din nagsasabing parang okay din yon para hindi nasasayang. Kasi pag nag-compete ka na, parang at least, hindi ka pa nag-compete nationally, so parang internationally. So, pwede ka pang umulit. So, may mga ganun. Pero, yeah, I believe, sana madagdagan ng crown. Kasi parang nakasanayan na siya, no? Ng pageant community na maraming crowns. Although, yun pa, siguro additional point lang. Si Laguna, I think, for me, baka nire-reserve siya for some other year. Kasi medyo bata pa siya. So parang pwede siya mag-repeat. May ganong concept din, may ganong theory din yung mga fans na may mga hindi sila pinapanalo ng crown. At least runner-up lang or top 15. Para the next year na sumali ka, parang spare tire. Ay, hindi spare tire. Parang spare ka. Pwede ka pa sumali. Ganyan.
Correct.
Parang si Pia, diba? Si Kylie. Yan, mga repeater.
Correct. Ika nga ni Catriona, you are never denied, only redirected. Ayun. So, does anybody have any last thoughts before we end this recap? Wala na? Okay. So, ayun, my takeaway talaga is congratulations to the Binibining Pilipinas team for such a smooth night last night. As in, I couldn't be happier after. I mean, ever since taking on this job, we've witnessed like one very clusterfucky of a pageant after another. So it's just really good na we finally
Breath of
have like
fresh air, yung smoothness
breath of
ng
fresh air,
Binibining.
and the bar is now high, and sana ma-pressure na yung all the
Other
other
pageants.
correct, all the other pageants and succeeding batches to live up to those expectations. So ayun. Thank you very much, guys, for watching this Rappler recap with us. Thank you, Jairo and Isa, for being here with me and sharing your expertise. I'm Marguerite De Leon. Thank you guys for watching. Good afternoon.